I can't clean this anymore.
We can.
Lysosome, peroxisome, they keep this cell so clean. The cleaning crew, so nothing's left unseen. Lysosome got the enzyme, breaks down all the waste. It'll digest debris and make space with no haste. Lysosome, the recycler of the cell. Takes out damaged parts, makes everything swell. Breaks down proteins and lipids too. In your cell, there'll always be the cleanup crew. Peroxisome, fights the toxins with the spark. Uses oxygen to break them down and sharpen the dark. Fatty acids, no problem, it's got your back. Oxidizes them all, keeping you on track. Peroxisome, with hydrogen peroxide to spare. Neutralizes danger like a breath of fresh air. Keeps cells healthy, working just fine. With lysosome and peroxisome, the cell is divine.
Lysosomes, you're running for cell president. What do you do?
Well, us lysosomes, we're the cleaners of the cell. We can clean the cell by breaking down waste using their digestive enzymes. The two ways we can clean cells is by using autophagy and chronophagy. Autophagy recycles and destroys dysfunctional organelles into their cellular components. Let's show you an example of this.
This is a visual representation of autophagy in the lysosome. This is a visual diagram of chronophagy. Chronophagy is the direct fusion of secretory granules into lysosomes, followed by degradation.
How do you work hand in hand with other organelles?
Well, us lysosomes are very helpful to other organelles. We help them break down their waste and keep their functioning. I also work in hand with the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi receives protein enzymes from the ER, which are packaged in a vesicle in the Golgi apparatus, processed, and finally pinched off as a lysosome. That is how I was made.
We interrupt your live broadcast for a normal scheduled commercial break, detailing the structure and location of lysosomes and peroxisomes. As you can see by looking at the image, lysosomes and peroxisomes are both located in the cytoplasm of animal cells and plant cells. Moving on to structure. Lysosomes are membrane-bound organelles. They are also bounded by a phospholipid bilayer, and the area within the membrane is called the lumen, which contains the hydrolytic enzymes and other cellular debris. For the peroxisome, it's surrounded by a single membrane, and they do not contain any DNA or ribosomes. Peroxisomes are thought to acquire their proteins by selective import from the cytosol.
That's enough of lysosomes now. On to the running mate, peroxisomes. How do you contribute to the cell?
I'm the peroxisome, and I carry out important oxidative reactions for the cell. I generate hydrogen peroxide, which I use for oxidative purposes. I also make sure to destroy the excess by using the enzyme catalase that's inside of me. I also synthesize specialized phospholipids for nerve cells.
So, how do you interact with other organelles?
An organelle that I work with is the mitochondria. I help the mitochondria by starting the metabolism of fatty acid, and then send them to the mitochondria for full oxidation.
Warning to make about our other candidates that might ruin the cell for good. So watch out for viruses and prokaryotes. They can come in and destroy the membrane we help build and give us diseases.
Another scary candidate you want to stay away from at all costs is the cell wall. Their rigid structure can stop the cell from growing and can activate death pathways at any moment, allowing invaders into the cell that will hurt you.
The last but not least scariest candidate should be the mitochondria. They might as well be classified as viruses because they don't share the same DNA. They cause many diseases as well as heart and liver disease.
Now you understand why lysosomes and peroxisomes should be voted for president and vice president. Keep your cell clean with the feeling of a safe vote.
Hashtag there's no clean like LYSOCLEAN 3.
You might have heard that there's no clean like Mr. Clean, but in truth, there's no clean like LYSOCLEAN.